Welcome back, guys, to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where last episode with the Lost Colony's Furnace registering a flicker of life in its flame clock, we got it up and moving once more to use it as a lure. Having it engage the auto levs on the front line as we circled round from the back to take out Mobius V. With the Lost Colony's peace protected, we now set out once again. Let's go over to Agnus Castle then. Because there's a quest here. Of course there is. Wouldn't surprise me if there's more info apart from that. There's Aggie and Oggy. So our next quest on the list. Stick to Gondor first. Why do I get the feeling you bunch of no marks are going to mess this little stunt right up? You want me to tag along? Gondor, you're dishing out a lot of these little digs lately. You got a skeeter in your slacks or something? Shut it, will you? Sorry. Speaking of, I should probably put you in as my,
You're in safe hands.
Am I, though? Been fighting some more guys of our level, but Signifer is still not learnt by more people. We'll get there. So what's Seeker got going on? Hey, Gondor, can I bother you for a moment? What can I do for you, Seeker? I was just looking for you because I wanted to get your advice about something. Okay, so what you got for me, Seeker? Gotta be something big if you're daring to bother me, huh? That's right. The thing is, people from the prison camp are getting ready to head back to the city right now. You're sending our guys back, huh? That's right. That's something to be welcome, surely. If they're going home to the city. It is, for sure, but here's the rub. There are so many of them, we can't get them back with Levinus transports only. So we're going to use a boat to get them to Farview Cape. I gotcha. You want me to go get set up to bring them in from there, is that right? Yeah, right. I've sourced the boat from logistics already. I guess you got the gist now, so can I leave the details with you? Dani from the supply team's usually right on top of things. I'm sure she can fill you in when it comes to the finer points. Yeah, I'm good with all that, mate. But if anyone tries to mess with me, I reserve the right to mess them up, deal? Gondor? I don't fully trust this lot. Not yet. You understand, don't you, Dag? Yeah, painfully aware. Cheers. So, even so, if you think of the pros and cons, I'm sure you'll agree it's a good deal for you too. I did. That's exactly why I said yes. Noah, you lot had better come along for the ride. Looks like we got railroaded into that. But whatever, it should be easy enough. I'm so dirty. I'm sure that with so many capable hands on task, the job will get done in no time at all. Right, leaving it with you then. A normal quest, going home.
So that's the state of affairs.
A non-talkity-talkity one. And where can I clean myself up a little bit? You've got to admit, my dirty state is kind of concerning. It's less visible on some people's outfits, like Tyon's, because there's a bit more black in the outfit. But it's very noticeable on Uni. Super duper noticeable. None of these are clean points, though. Who'd have thought we'd all be so busy after being liberated, huh? I guess we'll have to put off dealing with the warden's lot in the camp till later. It's probably for the best if you stayed away from the camp for the time being. Oh, cool. If you go, it'll probably cause a real fuss. That sounds like fun.
That's the state of affairs.
A prison is now imprisoning the other guys. So you want me to go over here? So just out the front door by the look of it? Right, well, I will walk myself to the Sea Nord camp first of all so I can clean my clothes. Why is cleaning a clothes part of the game? I thought the rain or the water I've been touching or stuff would have cleaned it, maybe.
I'll draw up the rota for guard duty.
There we
Clean your
go.
body, clean your mind, I guess.
My mind is clean.
Everyone got their strength back?
Okay then, and then we go over to the front door. Still places to check out other ways, isn't there? That's just the transport Levinus, isn't it? Bit worried for a moment there. I was like, what's this? We're back at Agnus Castle after 3 Ascension Questos. When you think about what we've done, we've only actually done like 5 quests. Whoa! Well, where's the lift? You can slide down it?
This is something decent.
This is gonna be dumb, isn't it? Can you slide down that? It sounded like someone was sliding down it. Oh wait, there's a lift. I thought that was like one of those lifts that goes down that way. Yeah, it sounds like they're sliding down fine. Sounds like the cooler way to do it than take the elevator normally. That's a weird sounding lift. Elevator. Considering how it was so hated that Shania copied Gondor, how does she think she feels about Senna right now? I guess understanding's the name of the game. I like how these Agnians are just like, yeah, we join up now. You're the boss. Yeah, Uni's the boss. Give me the goods.
All right. It's open.
Obviously more to check out here, but should we stick on point? Check out the other side in the future. Randomly hidden corner items. Oh, I wonder if they're like just Levinus parts you can find on the ground. So, these guys are going to the city. Of course, the city was shot at. The city is not a fast travelable location on the map, which very much disturbed me when I was going, oh, maybe I'll do a little bit of a sweep and find out what I'm doing today. You know, like, have a look around, see what's up, what's where. It's like, no, it doesn't exist. So this must be the way for me to find it. We came in with some instructions from Seeker. It's about the boat, right? I'm going forward with the preparations now. Is there anything we need to do to help? Actually, yes. Could you open the floodgate? We've got our hands full getting ready for launch right now. You'll find the panel for it in the control facility. The former prisoners are all waiting in the harbour. If that's all we need to do, we'll be done in no time at all. You want me to go over the other side, don't you? Well, I guess that's good enough a reason as any to explore a little bit further. That's part 2 of why I didn't do any kind of sweep. And there's a landmark discovered, that's good. Yeah, it felt like not really needed for me to look around for quests at this point. Considering that everywhere I go, there's bound to be quests, considering it's only really the start of the chapter. And so many of it is voiced quests, it's unreal. Oh, wait a second, I could just cut across. A giant sea monster appears. Ugh. Well, speaking of what, that's Petulia Bay. There's a giant sea monster right there, but we know there's like a level 80 named foe that was hanging out, wasn't there? Gotta watch out for that one. But thankfully, we get no aggro on boats. Monsters do not eat boats. Okay, so the floodgate is open now. Thanks a million for that. It's a massive help. So is everything good now? Not quite. Technically, this would be for the Lost Numbers' benefit, not ours, but I just hit the mic. You probably heard that. Oh yeah? Well, it's not something I asked for, at least. That would have been me, Gondor. You, Dana. Well, what's the story then? What do we gotta do now? I'd like you to clear out the monsters from Farview Cape. If we're bringing in everyone back, it could get pretty hairy if there are monsters there. Of course, it's our pleasure. Why don't you want to fight yourself? Trust me, I'll be hot on your trail with the lot from the prison camp in tow. Understood. So I'll leave it up to you. I'm sure it won't present a major problem for the likes of you. Yeah, Dana's a real smart cookie, alright? She takes care of her own job and nothing else. Well, if that's the situation, let's get out there and handle those monsters. Okay, so you want me to... Well, I was about to say you want me to boat. But, when I think about it, it's going to be a hell of a lot faster for me to just fast travel to the place... Oh, that's the Sambo Hope. To where I need to be, which is... Oh, that place! Well, I don't have a fast travel point to there. But I guess the Double Crag Gate is as near as any place. Oh, unless that's upstairs rather than down at the water side. Yeah, stand by the water. That's all cool with me. Just maybe, we'll bump into some white fog. Maybe it spawns later or something, I don't know. Maybe it's a weather system. So these mobs are still in the strike range of ours. They're outside the range that they give us class progression, but they're inside the range. I wonder what this quest level actually is. 50. They're still within the aggro range. 56. This place was way too big to be nothing after all. We find out it's absolutely full. It's absolutely shocking. We gotta kill them all.
I can't see them.
We can do it, no doubt about it. Thanks, Gondor. Wait. Suck it up. Leave no hands unturned, Gondor.
Come here. I got something for you.
Not bad.
May as well keep it running then.
No, love, love.
More enemies. I'll get the other Go. You might want to surrender before we...
Yeah, that's a lot of dudes now.
It's amazing. Detonating.
And that launch was terrible.
Thanks for the support.
Enemies blocking the road. We can do better yet.
You want some more?
One of those Medusas just got wrecked.
Driving arrow.
Time to really go for it.
John, there. Enemies broken away from me.
All the other enemies seemingly are a bit too far for me to wait to use, aren't they?
That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Does he now? Right, we want to get all three of these
I can't even call this practice.
in one big mash.
Come here. I got something for you. Appreciate it.
President Flash! Eat it!
Driving arrow.
Shame it's still throwing it!
I got something for you.
This'll keep me going.
I'll draw them. Appreciate it. Hold them off. Enemies broken away from me. We can do better yet.
Time to drop!
Don't know if I front or back again. The other guys are probably a little bit too far away for me to really care about.
Harry! Time to drop! You see me in action, Mimi?
This was a monster smash.
I can't even call this practice.
I'm so ready for this.
Driving arrow.
Your arse is hanging in. Leave no head that Gondor.
Got the wrong target.
Perfect time.
No, target that guy, please. Thank you.
Driving arrow. Perfect time.
If they get bleed down, I'd be, blow down, I'd be very upset. That guy died fast. Don't even need to go fight the last one. Ah, it's a pretty strange old feeling, ain't it? To think we'll be heading back to the city. And it's all thanks to you guys. Actually, it wasn't us that took care of all the preparations. I reckon I'm about due to have a really good long think about the future. Yeah, that's wise, I think. Aren't you going to board the boat? I'm going to head back to Agnus Castle. Got a ton of stuff to handle since Anton's copped it. He was a really serious person, you know? Feel like I need to do as much as I can of what he left undone. I can understand that. Can you guys go with them? There's no telling what might pop up during transit. We got it. We'll take good care of them till we get them where they need to be going, where they're going. We don't even know. Yeah, we need to go ourselves. Okay, they're in your hands now.
So that's the state of affairs.
Yes, indeed. I'm about to set off. Are your preparations complete? We're going back to the city. Yeah, we're ready. It'll be interesting to find out what state it's in. Aren't you going to cloak? Also, aren't you going to get me to wear my eye patches? Which I'm assuming went away since we did chapter 5, 6. I think it's just you have to add them back in with costumes, right? Probably. Probably. Back in the city at last. Yeah, here we are. Back in the big juicy broccoli after all this time. Thank you. We only made it back here because of you. It was because you hung in there too. You made it here because you didn't give up when it got tough. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we'll be seeing you. Just look after Gondor and the rest for us, won't you? Yeah, we got you. We'll be seeing you is a very nice way of saying goodbye. My granddad, who was Welsh, he'd always say goodbye by saying, I'll be seeing you. So it's kind of nice to see that from the Welsh-speaking character. Don't know if that's a Welsh thing, but still. The returning lost numbers have safely made it home. Gondor and Dana have remained in the castle.
There's been changes to colony relations.
We're back in the city! There's Boomer! Da-dang! We get that you're angry, but if you don't use your mouth words and tell us, we'll never know why. Hum-de-hum-hum-dang! What, you're not even angry? Come on, man, if you want to tell us something, just say it, will you? Maybe he's just... Boomhauer? Maybe it's just him. My dream is to someday become an adventurer and explore the whole world outside the city. Do you guys have a dream too? I suppose our dream is to defeat Mobius. You know, if you're gonna have a dream, you should probably have one that's fun. You're still really young. Huh. Well, welcome back, City. You've got quests within you. I assume they're hero quests more than anything. What do you think young Giulietta has been up to lately? I've been seeing her around town a lot, now that you mention it. She's probably been meeting up with her lover, I'd say. Oh, what? The follow-up to Romero and Giulietta? Maybe. It's funny, I only have to play tag for like 2 minutes and then I'm super sweaty. You're moving about, love. That's what makes you sweat. What's funny about that? Well, I never used to sweat. I think it's just got a bit too warm in the city after everything moved. The city used to be right at the top of the Great Sword. I wonder if that would account for the difference in temperature. Indeed it would. Just look at the place. Got the chance to stop by Wellwell's place and read something again. The latest volume of the Founder's Tale. It's just incredible. It moved me to tears right there and then. I never thought I'd be able to read the next part of that story. Ah, the emotion. Yeah, it's good to be alive sometimes.
So that's the state of affairs.
My baby daughter grew up a lot while I was locked up in the prison camp. She barely even remembers who I am now. That really brings home how people grow apart from each other. I should count my blessings, really. It's a miracle to even have her back at all.
So that's the state of affairs.
There's a lot of rep changes going on. There's Romero. Ooh. Anyone want to see the next tale of a lover's tale? Man, there's tons of people to speak to, though. I always knew that the city itself was a Pharaonis. The real shock was finding it could still move. Must have been considerably confidential for you to know about it, but not Shania. The founder of my house was something special. I think even among the 6 houses, only a few people knew the truth. Ever seen Hope's Rest? Yeah, we have actually. Way back when, our founders lived there, but a catastrophic attack scattered them far and wide. Those blasted Agnians made use of their castle and that opportunity and took the land for themselves. If we ever got that fertile land back, the folk here in the city would live a lot better, that's for sure. Alright, I'll try to avoid these question marks here for now. On the basis of I do want to do some non-voiced quests to balance out the voiced quests we've been doing. But the other reason is I do want to continue onwards with a bit of our quest. That's for certain. Because I really feel that there's going to be stuff locked behind it, including more quests probably. Because I believe a hero is to be found. Until now, Mobius had never been able to determine the city's location. But now, thanks to certain traitors' actions, each and every one of us is exposed to danger. How are the Lost Numbers going to take responsibility for what happened with Shania now? So there's going to be a quest or something down there. Made it back to the city, but it's still hard for me to believe when I wake up every morning. Maybe it's because I'm not back in the old room that I used to have before I went away. My old room. My grandfather wound up giving it to a Nopon that he adopted.
We have some new names registered.
Oh. That's a bit of a... I feel that's a bit of a betrayal.
So that's the state of affairs.
Going back to the city and in one piece too. I can hardly believe it. Grandma was overjoyed to see me back. She was so happy she even did a little Nopon dance and she's no spring turkin. Ah, yes, home's a wonderful thing.
So that's the state of affairs.
All these prisoners finally back. Oh, more information. I'll tell you what, it's quite something to see Romero going around with a frown. It certainly is, considering he was banging on for months about how he was getting married. Giulietta's attitude. What's changed then?
Tell her for that.
Assumedly something has changed. There's some more information over there, but let me know. Of course there would be. I'm actually quite busy right now. I hired some new assistants to help me out, but it hasn't quite eased the load yet. I've really had to show them an awful lot about the canteen in the city too. Can understand though, it's all new to them. It'll be well worth the effort of training them up though. Oh, well, I clicked on Boxy, but somehow Michiba got chosen. Boxy, I wish to speak to you. I had no idea that the city could move about like that. I was so surprised, my head nearly fell off his shoulders. We seem to be coping just fine, though. The Great Sword might be broken, but the city's safe, and that's what matters. I think we've escaped the worst of it, but we're not quite out of the woods yet, which is a little worrying. Not everyone is as strong as you. We need to support each other if we're going to conquer fear and insecurity. My god, everyone's here. Direct attack upon city was not at all predictable. Big surprise! Because of this, someone predicts more even unpredictable things. We'll hurry to prepare to utmost for unforeseeable circumstance. How do you mean? That is secret. I hear that Yarmil was kicked out of the Lost Numbers. News reached you fast as ever. Well, it was me that gave the information to Rosanna. When all the bad apples are weeded out, I think my job will get a bit easier.
So that's the state of affairs.
What, you're not feeling at home in the city? I mean, you only just got here, you know? You'll feel at home eventually, trust me. Pergus just doesn't talk. I was about to try and jump that gap. That would have not been good, would it? Have you seen what Mobius did to the Great Sword? How on Aionios are we supposed to go toe-to-toe with that? I believe we could take them down with the Ouroboros' help, but now I think we might very well be better off hiding for our lives. Yeah, of course there'd be this kind of worry. City discontent.
Sometimes you need a little comfort food.
My goodness, you forget how big this area is. There's Monica. It's been 10 whole years and now here I am back in the city. So different from how it used to be. Guernica, hero of the city, is dead and gone. I finally got to hear about that just lately. Now my parents are dead and most of my friends have passed on too. So what's my aim in life now? What's left for me to swing my blade at? Let's speak to Monica about things. You did really well out there. The results even better than I'd hoped for. We exposed the city to some danger, but the reward far outweighed the risks. You even smashed the castle's flame clock. That's hard to credit. It's the mix of prisoners coming back and all, isn't it? Giving us loads of dialogue. Attacking the castle and freeing our imprisoned comrades at the same time. It's amazing what you Ouroboros can do. I really thought that I'd never see my friends again. Thank you so much. Oh, city moved. Even my mum had never seen that happen before. I was really scared of the shaking. It was a real shock, wasn't it? You didn't get hurt, did you? Nah, it was fine. Shana's the one who needs your help, really. Shana's going to lead his house someday, so he knows things he can't tell us. The thing that just happened, for example. He said he was sorry for keeping it from us. You guys are on the same level, right? Maybe you can work together. On the same level, you say? Unless they were taken to Gondor, but I thought it was Mio being talked to. Got yourself a real fan club, eh, Cryo? Everyone seems to go wild for you. Yeah, I guess I do get a buzz of energy from my fans. For that, I'm really grateful. If I can show people there's hope in surviving, then I can fight any battle. Oh yeah? I reckon I'm starting to understand the whole Krydo effect now. What? What's going on with Krydo? He's got a fan club because he came... I guess he was a prisoner too and he got free? I'm assuming that's what's going on there. My dad came back. He was surprised by how big I got when he saw me. It was a big surprise for me too. I mean, I thought I was never going to see him again. Thank you so much for helping my dad and everyone else. All in a day's work, young one. So many new people. Krydo's one of the candidates. Oh, okay. Grown-ups tell us not to fight, but all they ever do is argue with each other. Why is that? Bet we could all live just fine without all this six houses stuff. Probably. Ooh, wait, information. Our imprisoned friends made it home. You lot did something truly grateful for us there. But we didn't manage to save all of them. That isn't on you. They must have been at least somewhat prepared for that from the moment that they got captured. And now that infernal prison is no more. That's going to make moving around a lot easier for me too. I'm going to make the most of it for our dear friends who never made it home. Don't want to go too near that. Lots of information, my goodness. Back after a 5-year stretch, feels like some distance has opened up between me and this place. Not with my family, though. Since I stopped with the Lost Numbers stuff, everyone started to heap concern on me. Now Colt's not like me. She went back to the Lost Numbers. Well, I hope it's working out for her.
So that's the state of affairs.
Come back, Jagger. There's Shiner now. Oh, no, I don't want to speak to you, Monica. Shiner too. Oh, it's a little watchdog. How are things going with Torto and the others? It's a real big fuss. It's going to take ages to bring them up to speed. They've got so much to learn. It's great too. But it'll be fine. I already realized the Colony 15 are good people. They helped out my dad after all. And they're also tough. I got a bit to learn from them myself. What the hell is everyone doing rubbing up against Monica all the time? I'll tell Rosanna. So the bunch who got captured by Agnus made it back here. Incredible. I thought once they got captured, they were gone for good and I'd never see them again. This is a truly happy and auspicious occasion. Better have a drink to celebrate. Does he ever not drink? Well, Monica is hot. Monica's your taste then, I take it. Those Colony 15 kids were fighting each other over at Michiba Canteen. There's Lively and then there's Lively, if you know what I mean. And they seem to be the latter. Could have fought. Okay, there's worries about the Colony 15 folk too. So now they carted the Vandam person and Doyle to the medical facility at once. What do you think happened then? Given the House Rhodes is a neutral party, I'm sure they would have saved them both. That said, I'd wager some trouble is afoot. 6 houses enmity? I've always hated the eclipses. Someone's friend or family would always be slaughtered, all just to make us feel cowed and small. This year you saved everyone from that fate. I don't mean only the prisoners. You saved me too from stewing in my own juices about how powerless and defeated I was. The future can change, and we can change it. I want to do something to help too. Whatever I can do for the future's sake. How's it going now? Great, thanks for asking. I learned a new trick and it seems to be going down a storm with everyone. Hey, do you know Mizuki, by the way? We happen to be acquainted. I feel like I could lift everyone's spirits just like I did for him once. Perhaps it is conceited of me, but I feel like I was able to achieve something that only I could do.
So that's the state of affairs.
It'd be funny if I was doing a sweep in 2 Let's Plays at the same time, if you know what I mean. City changed location so suddenly. 5 plates break in home of Gigi. Gigi asks Ortiz for compensate, but they yell 100 plates break there. All Gigi get is shouted at, no money. But somebody always worse for wears, yes? So Gigi feel much sorry and helped to tidy up big mess. Good job, Gigi. Have I nearly gone through everything yet? Doesn't seem to be any info in there. We still listening? Look, did we get the colony? Did we get the second discontent info yet? It's hard keeping track.